There are certain authors, I'm not reading the back of the book to figure out what happened and to get you a kind of get you not really a synopsis, but to get your mind ready for what you're about to read. You know what you're about to read is going to be awesome. And Jewell Rhodes Parker is one of those authors who definitely does that. So the first time I read her work, it was Ninth Ward. It was this young lady's account through Hurricane Katrina. Like you're witnessing and going through this moment with her as she goes through a very horrific time in history and the floodwaters rising. And then I read Ghost Boys, which pairs a young man's ghost with Emmett Till. But the irony of the whole story is the young man's ghost is visiting the daughter of the police officer who killed him. I'll admit that was hard to read. It was very hard to read, but I got through it and it was very good. Another one she read was oh gosh, I think it's White Brother, Black Brother. That was a very good one. I'm supposed to be doing a book talk on that one. So right now I'm currently reading Jewell Towers Falling, which I'll admit I've had this book. I started reading this book, and for whatever reason, you know what? I stopped reading. It was a hard read. That one's a hard read because she's homeless, and her father is obviously struggling with some type of mental disability, some type of mental illness, and mom is struggling to work. As a result, they're in a homeless shelter, and the main character, which I'm not reading the book right now, and I can't say the main character's name. She's struggling. She's angry. So I'm at a point in the book where one of her friends gets very upset when they bring up why they don't go out during 9/11. The main character is not aware of what happened on 9/11, and honestly, I'm listening, but I'm not listening. So I have a feeling what happened is when 9/11 happened, either she was too young to know what happened, or she wasn't born when it happened. But she doesn't know what happened, and the teacher's in the process of teaching what happened on 9/11. And she went to go hint at something one day, and the father just went off. I don't want to talk about it. So obviously, he was affected somehow, some way through 9/11, and y'all, this book is taking a different turn. So when I saw Towers Falling, I just assumed this was going to be a book about someone's experience, their family's experience through 9/11. It is, but it isn't, if that makes sense. So it's not necessarily the main characters, but it's probably going to be her father and then her best friend. Again, Jewell Rhodes Parker. Definitely for my middle school. I think high school can read her stuff too and benefit, but her stuff is mostly middle grade. But when I say that's some good stuff,